Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL 518, or I should say RJL Network, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1979 season is on the air. After one heck of a game last night, how in the world do we follow that game up with a game tonight? Definitely one of the best games ever on this network. And for those of you who didn't watch last night's Twins-Indians game, I suggest you catch it. But tonight, we are back here at Riverfront Stadium. Today's date is April 28th, 1979. This is the final game we'll play in the month of April. It is the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Reds. The Cardinals come into this game kind of scrappy, 8 wins, 9 losses, very much alive. The Reds right now are the best team in the National League with a record of 13-6. Here at Riverfront Stadium, we've already seen the Reds this year. This is really our first look at the St. Louis Cardinals. So they really are the featured team in this game tonight. But we all know anything is possible. After an unbelievable game last night, how can I follow that game up with one tonight? Let's see what Inside Pitch has got incapable. Remember, the one thing I love about games like that last night, no software, no nothing. It was the dice that ran the game with a little input from me, but the game turned out to be absolutely crazy last night. What a great game. For those of you who didn't catch it, please watch it. That Twins-Indians game, I was just hoping for an exciting game. Turned out to be more than that. Brandon Baker, G. Puck, and BB join us here at Riverfront Stadium for tonight's matchup. The Cardinals historically won this game 12-1. They pounded the Reds. The Cardinals had 12 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. The Reds had 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. But last night, the Twins were supposed to win a game last night, and Inside Pitch said not so fast. So how will tonight's game go? Well, I guess we'll find out. Woodman 564 joins us here at Riverfront Stadium, and I know I got lots of Reds fans in the chat, so I know they will be definitely cheering for the Reds, I'm pretty sure. We also have a surprise unboxing at the end of the game, so do not go away after 10-minute ticker. We are going to have a surprise unboxing, and but I'm not telling you what it is. You will have to wait until after this game is over. So let's get started for some baseball here. Let's see what we got now. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds in this game was Tom Hume. 10 wins, 9 losses, 17 saves, a 2.76 ERA. Hume usually was a closing pitcher, but he actually did have 12 starts in 79. This was one of them. So we're going to see what happens tonight, and we shall see what the Reds have in mind. So the fans here at Riverfront Stadium hoping for a good win from the Reds. Let's get started as the Cardinals will take the plate. Leading off for the Cardinals, shortstop Gary Templeton. He had an excellent year in 79. 3.14 average, 9 homers, 62 RBIs. A decent shortstop, but Templeton had a very good year at the plate. The Reds are the home team. Red, white, and white dice. They will be used for the game. Are the Reds fans ready for a big game tonight? Are Cardinals fans ready for a big game tonight? After last night, let's see what we get. Let's play some baseball. 2-4 from Hume. That is a blank. He is not tired. Templeton, 3-1, and that's a ground ball to short. That'll get taken care of by Concepcion, and that is out number 1. 1 out, and that will bring up the left fielder, Lou Brock, Hall of Famer, and may he rest in peace. 3.04 average, 5 homers, 38 RBIs. Lou Brock, a definite Hall of Famer. He pretty much was Rickey Henderson before Rickey Henderson is who Lou Brock was. Brock in 79, still pretty good. That's still a good season. 3.04 average, There's nothing, I can't, nothing, that's definitely nothing to sneeze at. Hume, a 1-2. That is going to be a blank against the lefty. Brock, 1-1 against the righty. Base hit right past Hume. And Brock will get himself a single. Brock against the right-handed pitcher slaps one into center field. Right up the middle, I should say. Next batter will be the first baseman, Keith Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. 344 average, 11 homers, 105 RBIs. Hernandez was the co-MVP in 1979 with Willie Stargell in the National League. So Hernandez, what a great year he had. He had an excellent year. Probably really his best season he ever had. Infield is at double play depth. Let's see if Brock gets the jump. That is a 5, and he does not. Brock a 5, but -1 from Hume makes him a 4. And so he doesn't get the jump. Brock is, let's see, did we get a hit and run attempt? And yeah, we do get a hit and run attempt, but do I want to do the hit and run? 13 plus 1 is 14. Bench -1 is 13. You know what? It's early. We're not going to do a hit and run here. Actually, you know what? Yes, we will. I'm going to call a hit and run. It's first inning. Let's try a hit and run. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch. 1-3. That is a blank. Hernandez, 1-3 against the righty, and that's just going to be a fly ball to left. Foster will get there, and Brock will have to return, and that is out number 2. 2 outs, and that will bring up the catcher, Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer. Maybe. 283 average, 26 homers, 87 RBIs. Yeah, he's in the Hall, but I'm still on the fence about him. Simmons, though, had a very good season, though, in 79. That's a good year, and he definitely has the power. As BB says, Hernandez is no Baines. That's right. Hernandez is much better than Baines. You got that 100% right, BB. Strategy roll. Brock not going anywhere. Hume with the pitch. 5-6. That's an error on a grounder. Simmons, 6-3. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. And Griffey is going to get over there. And he will make the catch. And that will end the inning. So no runs and a hit for the Cardinals. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals in this game was Pete Vukovich. 15 wins, 10 losses, a 3.59 ERA. Not too bad at all. The Reds will now bat here in the bottom of the first, and leading off will be right fielder Ken Griffey. 316 average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs. The Reds still were one of the best teams in baseball in 79. I still don't know how the Pirates really beat them in that NLCS those years ago. Will the Reds and Pirates meet again this year? Who knows? Vukovich with the pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 6-4. And that's going to be a ground out to second. One man down, and the next batter will be the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. 281 average, 16 homers, 84 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats for a season. Jim Connell and Brad Church joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Vukovich, a 5-3 wild pitch, ball 1. Vukovich, 1-4. That is a blank. Concepcion, 4-5. That's grounded to third. That'll get taken care of by Reitz. And the throw goes to first for the out. 2 men down, and now we'll see second baseman Joe Morgan. Hall of Famer, absolutely, and may he rest in peace. However, Morgan was beginning to feel the effects of age. 250 average, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. Still pretty respectable, not terrible. He did play in 127 games with the Reds that year. Vukovich with the pitch, 5-4. Against the lefty, walk plus, and that 15 will walk Morgan. Morgan will trot down to first. Riverfront Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and 2 to walks. Still 2 outs, a runner on first, as Morgan will trot down there. And we will now see the left fielder, George Foster, 302 average, 30 homers, 98 RBIs. How come George Foster couldn't do that same stuff when the Mets took him in the early 80s? The $10 million bum. Morgan on at first, though. Let's see if there is a strat. My Basement Media Productions joining us here at Riverfront Stadium. And that is a 16, nothing happening. Morgan will stay put. Vukovich with the pitch. 6-2. That is a walk. That 13 is going to walk Foster. And suddenly the Reds have runners at first and second with 2 walks. Vukovich walked 60 batters in 79, and that is his second walk of the game. And now the Reds will bring up first baseman Dan Dreesen, 250 average, 18 homers, and 75 RBIs. Still pretty respectable. Runners at first and second, 12, nothing happening there. Vukovich will settle in on Dreesen. Pitch, 1-2, blank. Dreesen swings, 3-2. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 9 against the righty. Dreesen is going to come through for the Reds early, and that's going to be a triple. Morgan will come in to score. Foster will come in to score. Dreesen slides into third. It's a triple, 2-0 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 2 RBI triple for Dan Dreesen. And he will hold at third as the Reds take a quick 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So already the score is already a historical. 2 outs, Dreesen on at third. And that will bring up the catcher, Mr. Johnny Bench. 276 average, 22 homers, 80 RBIs for Bench. So Vukovich already allows a couple of runs here in the bottom of the first. Strategy roll, Dreesen stays at third. Vukovich, 5-4 against the righty. That's a blank. Bench, 5-3. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 12 against the righty, though. It's going to be a little too high. Getting over there will be Hendrick, and he will make the catch and retire the side. 2 runs on only 1 hit, a 2 RBI triple, but a couple of walks. Those bases on balls will always kill you. After 1, it is 2-0 in favor of the Redlegs. As Kevin Hayes joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Cardinals will be their right fielder, George Hendrick. A 300 average, 16 homers, 75 RBIs. Let's put it this way. This Cardinals team can hit. This Cardinals team does have batters. Their pitching in 79 was not too great. Hume will make the pitch. And that's a 2-3. Strikeout 14. That's too high. Hendrick, 4-4 against a right-handed pitcher. Ground out to second. 1 away. 1 down, and now the batter will be center fielder Tony Scott. 259 average, 6 homers, 68 RBIs in 79. Hume, he'll go ahead, settle in, and make the deal. 1-6, strikeout 15. That's too high. Scott, a 2-1, and that's a fly ball to left field. Foster has a bead, and he also has the ball. 2 down. 2 away, and here's the third baseman, Ken Reitz. 268 average, 8 homers, 73 RBIs. If I'm correct, I think Reitz did pass away recently. I'm not 100% sure if he did. So Reitz is the batter here with 2 outs in the top of inning number 2. Hume, 1-6, strikeout 2. That one he gets, struck him out. A 1-2-3 inning for Hume. First strikeout for Hume. He had 80 of them in 79. And the Cardinals go quietly. We will go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning. And leading off for the Reds will be third baseman Ray Knight. Knight had a MVP type season in 79. Ray Knight, a 318 average, 10 homers, 79 RBIs. That is an excellent season for Knight. With the Reds. He was very good that season. Not the best at third base, though. A little below average with a range of 2, but Knight could definitely hit. Frank Wayne Scott joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. We have not seen you here lately, Mr. W. Good to see you. Vukovich, 2-2, blank, not tired. Knight, a 6-4, and that's going to be a fly out to center. One man down. And now we will see center fielder Cesar Geronimo. 239 average, 4 homers, 38 RBIs. Maybe the weak link at the plate, but Geronimo, very good fielder, a 4 range in center, and didn't make many errors. Only a 1. Geronimo, let's see what Vukovich has here. 1-4, that is a blank. Geronimo, 5-5. That ball's hit the left field. That is an 8 against the righty. Geronimo's going to go ahead and get himself a triple. Geronimo hits one deep to right. That's going to roll out there. They're not going to get Geronimo. He's got decent speed. Slides into third. Another triple. Some people tell me that there were a lot, that maybe this game has too many triples. Well, in 79, I think there were quite a bit. If somebody could go ahead and tell me how many triples were hit total in 1979. Remember, base running back in the day was a little bit different compared to the base running that is now. So a triple for Geronimo, runner on third. That will bring up the pitcher, Tom Hume. Hume could actually hit a 174 average, 4 RBIs. He could bring in a run. The infield is going to call the infield in. They're going to let Hume hit away here. Ken Reitz, thank you there, Mr. Hayes. Strategy roll, and that is a 20. Vukovich does have a good pickoff chance. He fires to third, and it's going to be an error. He throws the ball away. That is an 8. That's going to be a pickoff error. Vukovich throws the ball away. I don't think Reitz was expecting the ball. And Geronimo is going to come in to score. 3-0 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! He throws the Vukovich, throws that away. That's going to be an E1. First error on the Cardinals. They had no errors historically in that game, but that will bring in a run. It's now 3-0 Reds. Yes, AstroTurf fields help with triples. That is true. A lot of people don't realize that, yes, AstroTurf was always a lot faster and balls always tended to bounce over outfielders' heads. So now Hume will bat with the bases empty. Infield will move back. Vukovich, 4-6 strikeout, and he'll get Hume on an 18 easily. And that is strikeout number 1 for Vukovich. He had 145 of them in 79. So 2 outs now, and here comes Griffey, Junior's father, for those of you who didn't know. Yeah. Vukovich will pitch it. Griffey is 0 for 1. Vukovich, 5-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Vukovich will try again. 3-5, strikeout, 18. That is high. Griffey, 6-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Lou Brock is going to get over there. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error as Geronimo got himself a triple, and then Vukovich threw the ball away trying to pick him off. And after 2, the Reds have a 3-0 lead. The Astros hit 52 triples in 79. Everyone remember also George Brett hit 20 triples in 79 too with the Royals. Remember, 1,066 triples in 79. That is a lot. Thank you, Kevin Hayes. That is a lot of triples. So, this is why people tell me that inside pitch, I don't understand it. This is the best game I think you can play. That's just my opinion, though. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Cardinals will be second baseman Mike Tyson. No, not the fighter. 221 average, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. He actually got the call at second base for this game. Mike Eisenberg joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Hume with the pitch. 2-3, strikeout 6. He got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Boom Boom Hume. Tyson heads back to the bench. And now we'll see the pitcher, Pete Vukovich. Batted 152 and 79, not too bad. Hume will go ahead and he will make the pitch. Hume 6-4, wild pitch, ball 1. Hume will do it again. 1-2 against the righty. That's an automatic out. And Vukovich is going to slap that to shallow left. And shallow right. And Griffey will get there. That's out number 2. 2 outs now for Templeton. Templeton is 0 for 1. Hume will pitch to Templeton. 2 men down. Hume, a 5-1. Hit by pitch. 1. No, he didn't hit him. Templeton is a 1, but Tom Hume is a -10. So there's not going to be a hit by pitch. 2-1. But Templeton does hit 1 pass first, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Templeton. He'll hold it first. Templeton will hold at first base with 2 outs. And here will come Lou Brock. Brock is 1 for 1. He got a base hit. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Cards and Dice TV, Tony Porter joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Strategy roll for Templeton. That is a 9. He'll stay put. 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. Hume with the pitch. 5-1, hit by pitch again. That 10 is going to be too high. Brock, a 6-6, and he lifts 1 to left. Getting over there will be Foster. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Cardinals. They strand Templeton at first, and we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Yes, the Reds do lead this game 3-0, but if anybody remembers last night, is any lead safe on inside pitch? You're going to have to watch last night's game to find the answer to that question. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dave Concepcion leads off for the Reds. He is 0 for 1. Vukovich will dial in. Reds already lead 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. 5-5. Strikeout 17. No way. Concepcion 3-3. Base hit. Pass short. That will be a single for Concepcion. He gets his first hit of the game. If I'm correct, Concepcion had a very good game the first time we had the Reds when they played against the Giants on opening day. Here comes Morgan. Morgan walked his first time up. Infield is at double play depth. And nothing happening with Concepcion. He will stay at first. Vukovich, he will make the pitch. 2-5, range play. Morgan, a 2-2, and that's a fly ball to center field. Getting over there is going to be Geronimo. Geronimo's range is a 4, and he will make it. One away. Not Geronimo, I'm sorry. Center fielder is Scott. His range is a 5. He still makes the catch. Out number 1. I forgot the Cardinals are in the field, not the Reds. But Scott still makes the play. His range is a 5, and he made that one with his eyes closed. 1 out. Scott, very good range out there in the outfield. The outfield range for the Cardinals is pretty decent. Brock is kind of like the weak link. His range is a 2. Concepcion, Hall of Famer or Hall of Very Good? Hall of Very Good, absolutely. Hall of Famer, borderline. But if you want to put him in, you know what? Maybe I'll put it on credit card. That's how I'll say it. Maybe I'll put it on credit card. 1 out. Here's Foster. Foster walked his first time up. Strategy roll 12. Concepcion will stay where he's at. Vukovich with the pitch. 4-5. Strikeout 20. That's too high. Foster 4-3. And Foster smacks one into center. That's going to be a double. Concepcion, base running rating of 3. Double to center, +1 is 4. Center fielder Scott, +1 is 5. Concepcion will score on a 1 or a 1 to 5, and he does. Comes all the way around from first. Foster holds at second. 4-0 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! A double for Foster. And here comes Dreesen. Cardinals not doing anything in the bullpen yet. Remember, this is the 70s, not 2022. Runner still at first. Runner at second now. Infield goes back. Dreesen is up. He got a triple his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Strategy roll. Foster will stay put. Vukovich will make the pitch. Vukovich, 6-1. Against the lefty, strikeout plus. That 13 will get him. Struck him out, 2 away. Strikeout number 2 for Vukovich. And now we will see Mr. Bench. Bench is 0 for 1. 2 men down now. Foster still on at second. That's a 20. Vukovich committed a pickoff error the last time, and that's a 20. He does get a chance. He turns around, fires to second, and it is a balk on Vukovich. They call a balk. Vukovich turns around. The umpire says, no, that's a balk. Go take your base. And Foster will go to third. Wow, Vukovich not getting help from the strat rolls. Vukovich committed a pickoff error, which allowed Geronimo to score from third. Now Vukovich commits a balk, and Foster now goes to third with 2 outs. Holy cow! Val Vukovich not doing too well on the mound. Will re-roll the strat, and Foster will stay put. Vukovich will pitch to Bench. Now 4-0 Reds. 3-1. That's a possible error. Bench will swing. 3-2, and that's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Templeton. His error rating is an 11. That's a 4, and he's going to bobble it, and he's going to drop it. Everybody is going to be safe. Holy cow, the Cardinals, they historically won this game 12-1. Doesn't look like it's going to turn out to be that way here. That's going to be an E6. That's a ground ball error. That is the second error on the Cardinals in this game. Foster will score. It's 5-0 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! Reds lead 5-0. But does that mean anything after watching last night's game? Next batter will be Knight. Knight is 0 for 1. Bench is on at first. That's the second error on the Cardinals. Still 2 outs. Vukovich can't believe it. Cardinals now bullpen is now warming up. Nothing happening with the 15. Vukovich will make the pitch. A 6-6. That's a walk. That 19 is going to be high. Knight, a 2-3, and that's a ground ball to short. This time Templeton will make the play. He's going to throw to second to get Bench, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits, a balk, and an error. And after 3, the Reds have a comfortable 5-0 lead. I do say the word comfortable. I do say the word comfortable. We go to the top of the 4th. Difference between the Reds and the Twins. The Reds were a better baseball team than the Twins were in 79. Keith Hernandez leads off for the Redbirds, who should be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm going to say that every time he comes up to the plate in any game I play, okay, because he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I know Tony Porter definitely will agree with that. Hernandez is 0 for 1. Top of the 4th inning, Hume with the pitch. 4-2, that is a blank. Hernandez, 3-1, and it's a fly ball to right field. Griffey will get there for out number 1. 1 down, and here brings up Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 1. Hume will go ahead and settle in there. He will make the pitch. 2-6, strikeout, 17 is high. Simmons, 1-6, and he grounds 1 to third. And Ray Knight will make the play easy. And that is the second out. Here comes Hendrick. Hendrick is 0 for 2. As everyone seems to agree with me about Keith Hernandez. Of course, the only one that wouldn't agree about Hernandez may be Steeler fan. You know him and his Astros. Hendrick is, what is he? He's 0 for 1. Hume pitching a good game so far. He'll make the pitch. 3-6. That's blank. Hendrick, a 3-2, and that's a fly ball to right field. Griffey has all kinds of room. He has all kinds of time. And after a second, he has all kinds of the ball in his glove. 1, 2, 3, go the Cardinals. And the Reds right now are in total command of the game. Does that really mean anything after last night, though? We go to the bottom of the fourth. Leading off for the Reds, Cesar Geronimo. He got a triple his first time up and scored on an error by Vukovich, who threw the ball away. Vukovich, he'll make the pitch. 2-2, that's a blank. He is not tired. Geronimo, 4-2, and he grounds one to first. Hernandez has that one. And he'll take it himself. Here comes Boom Boom Hume. Hume is 0 for 1. Yes, I have to check out the 69 World Series. Remember, BB, as much as the 69 World Series is big, it's the 86 World Series that I never get tired of watching. That's my World Series, is 86. 69, I was born. I didn't know anything about baseball that year. Although it was great that on the year I was born, the Mets did win it all. I will agree with that. Zalapsky Smurf joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Vukovich, 1-2. That is a blank. Hume, 4-4. And Tom Hume's going to get a base hit to right. Hume gets a single. Wow, he hits one to right field, and Hume gets into the hitting action. Nice job by Hume, as he'll get to first, keep the inning alive, and here comes Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 2. Infield goes to double play depth. I don't think Hume's going to do anything, and he's not. So Vukovich will concentrate on Griffey. Vukovich, 2-5. That's a range play. Griffey, 6-5. That's a fly ball to right field. Getting over there is Hendrick. Hendrick's range is a 4, and he's got it. 2 down. Hume will go ahead and go back to first. Hendrick makes a nice play out there in right to prevent a base hit. Fly out to right. Now 2 down for Concepcion. Concepcion is 1 for 2. That is correct. Hernandez was co-MVP in 79 with Stargell. Vukovich will pitch to Concepcion. Strategy roll, no play. Vukovich not getting really help from the strat rolls. He's committed a pickoff error and a balk. Vukovich, 4-1. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 2-5. And Concepcion smacks a double to left. Wow, the stadium helps out the Reds. That's a double for Concepcion. Will that score Hume, though? Base running rating of 2 with 2 outs. Double to left, -1. Left fielder Brock +1 is a 2. A 1-2, Hume will score. It is a 3. He does not. He'll hold at third. Concepcion stops at second. Runners at second and third. Concepcion gets his second hit of the game. He now has a single and a double. Nice job for Concepcion. And now here is Morgan. Morgan is 0 for 1, walked and flew out. Runners at second and third. Vukovich trying to have an inning where the Reds haven't scored. Strategy rolls are still active. That is an 8 and nothing happening there. Vukovich, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. 6-5. That's a pitcher result. Morgan, a lefty. A 1-15 is an automatic out. The 2 is good easily, and that will end the inning, and that's going to be a grounder to second base, and that'll get taken care of by Tyson. He'll throw to first to end the inning. So for the first time in the ball game, the Reds don't score. No runs. They do get 2 hits, though, and after 4, the Reds have a 5-0 lead. Settled in with your Skyline chili and a Diet Pepsi. A Diet Pepsi, Frank? Okay, as long as it's a Pepsi. I prefer Pepsi over Coke any day. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Reds are in pretty good control right now. We'll see how long that lasts. Tony Scott leads off for the Redbirds. He's 0 for 1. Hume will go ahead. He's doing pretty good today. Hume with the pitch. 6-2. That's a pitcher result. Scott's a switch hitter from the left side. A 1-15 is a base hit up the middle. That's a 4, and it's a base hit up the middle. Scott gets a single. Scott will hold at first base with a leadoff base hit, so Hume gives up a single there. He's given up a hit in every odd number inning so far. Infield double play depth. Here comes Reitz. Reitz is 0 for 1. Scott is a definite stealing threat, and that is a 19. He doesn't get the jump, and Reitz is not going to bunt. You're down 5-0, so you're really not doing either of any of them. Hume, they'll make the pitch. 2-2 at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 3-1, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. George Foster will get to it easily. That's an out. One out, and here comes Tyson. Tyson is 0 for 1. Strategy roll, 17. No play there. You still roll for strategy rolls because there's still a pickoff error chance, even though it's a 5-run lead right now. Boom, boom, Hume will go ahead and make the pitch. 6-3, that's a range play. Just a range play. Tyson, 5-3. It's popped up in the infield to pop up to second, and it's going to be a little tricky for Morgan. Morgan's range is a 2, and he can't get it. It's going to drop for a single. And that's going to be a 1-base single. It's a drop. It's a pop fly ball. It just drops in between the infielders and the outfielders. And on a failed range play, it's now just a 1-base automatic single. And so now the Cardinals have something going on here. As Morgan couldn't get to it, it was a little out of his reach. The batter now is Pete Vukovich, but they're going to pull him as he is done. They're going to yank him early here in the 5th inning as the Cardinals will go to the bench. Vukovich could have pitched him more, but already a 5-0 lead. I think you would yank the pitcher here. So let's see who's going to come on and bat. And let's see. Yep. Coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals is going to be Ken Obertfell. Obertfell, of course, was on the 81 Birds. He was on a number of teams, actually. Ken Obertfell, 301 average, a homer, 35 RBI. So Obertfell had a good season there. He played in 135 games, only had about half the at-bats, though. So Obertfell will go, 81. Obertfell, I think, was with the Braves that year, I think, was it? It was with the Braves, I think. Runners at first and second, 5-0. Cardinals got something going on. Strategy roll. That is a 20. Hume is going to throw to second base, and no. Scott will get back. So now Obertfell against Hume. Hume with the pitch. 1-5, blank. Obertfell, 2-6, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Foster will range over. He's got it. 2 down. 2 outs. And now the top of the order with Templeton. Templeton, 1 for 2. He had a single his last time up. Infield is normal. Hume, 6, nothing happening there. Scott does not get a jump to go to third, and you wouldn't do it anyway when you're down by 5 runs. Hume will go ahead and look in on Gary. Gary gets set. Pitch on the way. 4-5. Strikeout 10. And he got him. Struck him outside. Retired. That is strikeout number 3 for Hume. No runs. 2 hits for the Cardinals. They can't get these runs in. And the Reds still have a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Let's see. They got right, left, right coming up for the Reds. So I think the Cardinals will bring in a right-hander. And I'm going to avoid the closer and go with the next. Since it is early in the game, I'll go ahead and avoid the closer, which I usually got to start doing. So it's not going to be him. So the Cardinals will bring out this guy. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Tom Bruno. 2 wins, 3 losses, a 4.23 ERA. The Cardinal bullpen was kind of meh that season. Leading off for the Reds will be George Foster. Foster is scored twice. He walked, got a double, got a balk, and scored on an error. So Bruno will now pitch for the Cardinals, and he can pitch to 6 batters. Bruno went before tiring. Bruno, 1-1. That's a walk, and it is a walk. So Bruno goes ahead, a 1-1-1. That's an automatic walk, and Foster will trot to first. 3rd time he's been on base. You know, I notice a lot of people do say that pitcher endurance, I think what pitcher endurance is, okay, you know, a lot of people say that inside pitch does not do much in terms of pitcher endurance. I prefer inside pitch. I don't think a pitcher, as soon as he reaches his batter limit, is totally exhausted. I think he may be tired, yes, but I don't think he is devastated like other games do. I don't think he's devastated. Other games, they devastate pitchers when they get tired. Inside pitch does not. But the one thing about inside pitchers I do like is the optional rule to remove a pitcher when a parentheses result occurs when he is tired. I think a pitcher should go further than he can, and that's why I prefer inside pitch's endurance ability, pitcher fatigue, over pretty much really everybody else. Next batter will be Dreesen. Dreesen is 1 for 2. And yep, please don't there, Kevin. So Dreesen is 1 for 2. He has a triple. Infield is a double play depth. Strategy rolls, that is a 10. Nothing happening there. Strategy rolls are still on. Bruno will make the pitch. 1-1. Again with a walk. That 14, though, is just going to miss it. That's going to be too high. Dreesen, 2-3. That's a fly out to center. Scott will make the catch for the out. Dreesen thought that was ball 4, but he doesn't get the call there, so he had to hit it. And it turns out to be a fly out. Here is Mr. Bench. Bench is 0 for 2, but he did reach on an error his last time up. Strategy roll, 5. Nothing happening. Bruno will pitch to Bench. Fans here, Riverfront, enjoying a 5-0 lead. Bruno, 4-1, range play, Bench, 6-3, and that is going to be a hit. That's going to be a base hit past third, but that is a range play first for Ken Reitz. His range is a 2, but with the infield a double play depth, his range is a 1, and he won't get it, and that will be a base hit. That will be a single past third. Foster, a base running rating of 2. He has no chance to make third base on a hit pass there. Foster automatically holds at second. But Bench gets his first hit of the game. And here comes Knight. Knight is 0 for 2. Runners now at first and second for the Reds. Bruno in a little bit of trouble. Strategy roll, 15. Nothing happening. Bruno gets the sign in from Simmons. Pitch on the way. 1-1 again with the 1-1. That's a walk, but that 17 is high. Knight, a 5-4, and that's a ground ball to third. Let's see where that ball is hit. And that's a grounder to third. It's hit towards the line. And so now we'll see if it's a double play. Knight, let's see what it is here. Double play rating of 3. -2 is a 1. -2 is a 1, +1 is 2. It's hit towards the line, so there's no pivot because it goes from 5 to 3. So that is going to be a 2. A 1 to 2, it's a ground ball. It's a 5-3 double play. It is a 2, and he got it. And it's hit right to third. Reitz has it, tags the bag, throws to first to get Knight, and that will retire the side. The old 5-3 double play. No runs. There was a hit for the Reds. They strand a couple of runners there. They strand one runner. But after 5, the Reds still have that 5-0 lead. The Cardinals historically pounded the Reds in this game. They're not doing it tonight. And that's why you play the game. Top of the sixth, Hall of Famer Lou Brock will bat, and he is 1 for 2. Hume still got plenty in the tank. As good a pitcher he is here as a starter, I'm actually surprised, but he had 17 saves in 79. Hume, 3-6, blank. Brock will swing. 3-5, and that's a fly ball to right field. Griffey will make the catch. 1 down, and here comes Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Hernandez is 0 for 2. Hume will go ahead and pitch. 2-1, that's at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 2-2. That's a fly ball to center field. And getting over there is Geronimo. He'll make the catch. 2 down. Hernandez is now 0 for 3 tonight. He's flown out all 3 times. Here comes Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 2. 2 men down, top of the 6th. Hume with the pitch. 3-5, strikeout 7. No, he just missed it. Simmons is a 5, plus 1 is a 6. Simmons gets the swing, 1-1, and he smacks one into center. That's going to be a base hit for Simmons. He'll keep the inning alive. Simmons gets his first knock of the game, and it will bring up Hendrick. Hendrick 0 for 2. Simmons on it first. Strategy rolls are now off. Hume will now make the pitch. Hume 4-6, strikeout 3, got him. He gets Hendrick on a K, and that will retire the side. Strikeout number 4 for Hume. No runs, a hit for the Cardinals. The Redbirds are being stymied by Boom Boom Hume, and the Reds still have that 5-0 lead, but will it last? No lead is safe on inside pitch. For those of you who don't, for those of you who wonder why I say that, check out last night's game. You'll see why. JT joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Thank you as voice of baseball. I thank you very much for that, sir, but I still think that belongs to Al Red Sox fan. He's the voice of, he's the voice of everything. I can't take credit where credit is due. I'm glad you guys enjoy me, and trust me, I'm having a lot of fun, guys. I really am, but I got to give credit to the guys that actually kind of gave me the inspiration to do this. So where are we? Bottom of the 6th inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th, right? Yep, bottom of the 6th inning, and Cesar Geronimo leads off for the Reds. Tom Bruno, let's see, is he going to stay out there? No, he's not. Bruno's going to come out of the game. The Cardinals are going to go to the bullpen. They got a lefty, a righty, and a lefty coming up. So let's see who they're going to bring out. And they're going to go with Darryl Knowles. 2 wins, 5 losses, 6 saves, a 4.07 ERA. 4.07 ERA, and he will come out and be the 3rd Cardinal pitcher. So here is Darryl Knowles, and he'll pitch to Geronimo. Geronimo is 1 for 2, has a triple, and scored on an error. Knowles with the pitch. 3-1, that's a possible error. Geronimo, 6-6, and that's a ground ball to 3rd. That ball is hit to Reitz. Reitz's error rating is a 6. That's a 16. He'll have it, and he'll throw to first for the out. 1 away. And here comes Hume, and they're going to let him bat. Why not? You got a 5-0 lead. Knowles will go ahead and pitch to Hume. Hume is 1 for 2. Knowles, 2-6. That's a walk, but that's not going to walk Hume on that 8. Hume, 4-5, and he lifts the fly ball to right, and Hendrick will come in there and squeeze it for the out. 2 outs now for Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 3, and he is only one of 2 players that have not gotten a hit in the game. Griffey and Knight being the other one. Thank you there, JT. Yes, Al, boxing and football, Dave, the hockey, Ron, everything in between. Yeah. Got to give Ron, Ron is just, Uncle Ron is just amazing. I'm still really inspired by that man. How can you not be inspired by Ron Juckett? How can you, for who he is and what he's accomplished and what he does? Ron Juckett is just amazing. I love Uncle Ron. Let's see. Can Griffey get a hit? 2 outs. Knowles with the pitch. 6-5. That's a home run chance. Griffey a lefty. A 1-3. The 20 is too high. Griffey 2-4. But Griffey does get a hit, and that's going to be a single past second as Griffey now gets on the hit parade. 2-out single for Griffey. And here comes Concepcion. Concepcion 2 for 3, a single and a double. Strategy rolls are off. Hume was second in the ERA to Richard. Yes, he was. Knowles with the pitch. 6-6, strikeout 16, that's high. Concepcion 4-3, and that's a grounder to short. Taken care of there by Templeton, and he's going to throw to first to get Concepcion, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit. The Reds have cooled off a little bit, at least at the plate, but they have that 5-0 lead after 6. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-0 Reds here. Tom Hume pitching a gem. Tony Scott leads off for the Redbirds. He's 1 for 2. Hume still has a little bit left in the tank. Reds bullpen not getting ready yet. Hume with the pitch. 6-3. That's a range play. Scott, a 1-2. That is a base hit past third, but it's a range play for Knight. Knight is a range of a 2. Does he prevent a single? Yes, he does. Knight makes a great stop. He needed a 2 and he got it. And he throws from his legs to first, out number 1. What a play by Ray Knight. Takes a hit away from Scott. And that becomes a ground out to third. Man, I'm glad my Mets got Knight in 1986. Here's Reitz. Reitz is 0 for 2. Looking for a hit here. Hume will go ahead and pitch it. 5-1. Hit by pitch. 11 too high. Reitz. 3-3. Ground ball to third. This time Knight has it a little bit easier as it was hit right to him. He'll throw to first for the second out. 2 men down. Here comes Tyson. Tyson is 1 for 2. He has a single. 2 men down. 5-0. Hume looking very, very good. Pitch from Hume. 3-6. That is a blank. Tyson. 5-1. And it's a fly ball to right. Griffey will range over a little backwards, but he's got it. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across for the Cardinals. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and the theme song from WKRP in Cincinnati. I'll be right back. It was the only thing I could think of. And personally, guys, if anybody here did not like the show WKRP in Cincinnati, all right, I don't think you guys like much TV, because WKRP in Cincinnati was an awesome comedy, was an awesome sitcom. And by the way, Howard Hessman, may he rest in peace. This is the last game for the month of April. Tomorrow, there will be no baseball. I will not stream a baseball game tomorrow here for Inside Pitch, due to the fact I'm going to take one day off between the months. So we will return for Inside Pitch on Thursday, and that will be May 1st. So Thursday we'll come back with Inside Pitch, May 1st. And we're going to be in Chicago. We're going to Comiskey Park to get our first look at these two teams. And we should have a pretty interesting matchup. It will be the Detroit Tigers taking on the Chicago White Sox. Steve Baker will be pitching for Detroit, and Ken Kravitz will pitch for the White Sox. We will be at Comiskey Park. Our first look at those two teams for 79, the Tigers and the White Sox. We've not seen them yet. So we will see them on Thursday. No Inside Pitch tomorrow. May do something else, but no Inside Pitch tomorrow as I like to take a one-day break in between the months. So our next game, May 1st, Detroit at the White Sox. That will be Thursday. Meanwhile, we come back here in the bottom of the 7th, 5-0 here in favor of the Reds. Daryl Knowles, let's see if he's going to continue to pitch, or will he continue to pitch here? He is due to lead off the top of the 8th inning. Let's see. You got left, right, left. They're going to let Daryl Knowles. Am I going to let him pitch, or is he already tired? You know what? He's tired. They're going to yank him. So Daryl Knowles is tired, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th, and we will see a new pitcher. And now, let's see what we got here. Lefties. Let's see. So we got a left, right, left. So who's going to come in for the Cardinals? That's going to be this guy. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals will be Buddy Schultz. 4 wins, 3 losses, 3 saves, a 4.46 ERA. Schultz does pretty well against left-handed hitting, though. Lots of automatic outs on the left side. Schultz also has Special K. So Schultz is going to go ahead and pitch here for the Redbirds in the bottom of the 7th. Joe Morgan will lead off for the Reds, and he is 0 for 2. He is 0 for 2. He actually also did not join the hit parade. He did walk his first time up. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0. Schultz with the pitch. 2-2. That is a blank. He's not tired. Morgan will swing. 2-2. And that is going to be that's a fly ball to left. Getting over there will be Brock. He will make the catch. And that is out number 1. 1 out. And here comes Foster. Foster is 1 for 1. 2 walks, but he doubled. And he did score a run. Schultz will go ahead. He'll make the pitch. 3-1. Error on a throw. Foster, 4-1. And that is going to be a base hit into center field. That's a single. There won't be an error on a throw because there's nobody on base. So Foster will get there, and that will be his second hit. Next batter is Dreesen. Dreesen is 1 for 3. He has a triple. Infield is at double play depth. 5-0 Reds leading the Cardinals. Schultz, 3-4. Against the lefty, that's a home run result. Against the lefty, Dreesen needs a 17. That is a 10. Put it on the board. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. 2-run homer for Dan Dreesen. Dreesen goes ahead and hits one there deep. As that one is in deep to right field, as he goes ahead and pulls that one into right, and Hendrick didn't even bother and knew that was out of here. Home run for Dreesen. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Reds now lead it 7-0. Doesn't that score sound familiar? Dreesen. He goes ahead and gets himself a homer as Schultz rips it right out of there. So 7-0 now Reds, and here comes Mr. Bench. And Bench is 1 for 3. So Schultz makes the mistake. He goes ahead and pitches Dreesen a grapefruit, and he turns it into fruit salad. Schultz will now make the pitch. 1-5, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again, 6-3, pitcher result. Bench a righty. A 1-6 is a single up the middle. The 10 is high. Bench 1-3, and that's going to be a base hit to left field. So he doesn't single up the middle, but he does go ahead and single to left. That's another hit for the Reds. Reds piling it on here on the Cardinals. The Cardinals pummeled the Reds historically 12-1. The Reds are trying to get a little payback here all these years later. Clark-Garotz joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. So now bench on at first, and here comes Knight. Knight is 0 for 3. Schultz, he'll stay out there. 7-0 Reds. I know Clark-Garotz sees a very familiar score there. Schultz, 5-2. Range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 2-1. And that is hit to center. It's a base hit to center, but it is a range play for Scott. Scott's range is a 5. He's got it. He makes the catch. Out number 2. So Knight still hasn't gotten a hit. That's a fly out to center as Scott makes the catch. Bench will hold at first, and here is Geronimo. Geronimo, 1 for 3. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Schultz, he'll settle in. He'll make the pitch. Schultz, a 5-3. Error on a grounder. Geronimo, 1-5. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Templeton. His error rating is an 11. That's a 14. He'll make the play, and he's going to throw to second to get benched, and that will retire the side. Templeton made an error earlier. He doesn't make one here. 2 runs on 3 hits. A 2-run bomb by Dan Dreesen. And the Reds have a commanding 7-0 lead. But is any lead safe on inside pitch? Last night's game was amazing. The Reds are no Twins. That is true. We go to the top of the 8th. We'll see a new Buddy Schultz is due to lead off. Hume is going to stay out there and pitch. He has a couple more batters he can face. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be a switch hitter, and it will be Jerry Mumphrey. And timeout on the field as I race down there to the field to give Jerry Mumphrey a 1981 World Series championship ring. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. I told him, I said, wait a couple of years. You'll see why you got it. But this is, remember, Jerry Mumphrey was on the 81 Yankees who won the championship for the 81 season. So congratulations to Jerry Mumphrey. But he's on the Cardinals in 79. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch. Hume, 3-6. That's a blank. Mumphrey, 4-5, and he grounds one to second. That is out number 1. The pitcher's spot is now 0 for 3. 1 out, and here comes Templeton. Templeton is 1 for 3. Hume pitching a gem tonight, also getting a plus. Getting 7 runs from your team is usually very helpful. Hume, 3-6, blank. Templeton, 1-6, ground ball to second base. Morgan's got it. He'll throw to first. Out number 2. And here comes Brock. Lou Brock. Before there was Ricky Henderson, there was Lou Brock. Brock is 1 for 3. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch to Brock. Hume, 6-5 against the lefty. That's a walk. That 2 is going to walk Brock. So Hume walks Lou Brock, and he'll trot down to first. So a 2-out walk, and Hume is now tired. And they're going to let him pitch, though. They're going to see how he is due to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Next up will be Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Hernandez is 0 for 3, not having a good night tonight. Hume has kept him quiet. 2 outs, 7-0 Reds. Brock on at first, no strategy roll. Hume, 1-5, that's a blank. Hernandez, 6-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. Getting over there will be Foster, and he will make the catch and retire the side. So Hernandez goes 0 for 4, and no runs, no hits, a walk. What a job by Hume. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Tom Hume is going to bat. You got a 7-0 lead. They're going to let Hume stay out there and try to see if he can go the distance. And yes, I agree. We'll see if Tommy can get the complete game. They got right, left, right coming up. Cardinals do need a pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Cardinals, let's see who they got here. Let's see. I don't think they'd bring him in. Coming in to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Silvio Martinez. He has some relief appearances, and we're going to use him, not Mark Liddell. It's not a save situation. Would make no sense to bring him in here down 7-0. Silvio Martinez, a starter, 15 wins, 8 losses, a 3.27 ERA. Martinez will go ahead and pitch. Silvio Martinez was slated to play for the Cardinals in their 81 playoffs, but Martinez was out for the year, was injured and went out for the year in 1980 during my 1981 playoffs. And I believe that was the first game he was pitching for the Cardinals in their series against the Phillies. So Hume will go ahead and bat. Martinez, 3-3. Range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 6-1. Fly ball, center field. Getting over there is Scott. Scott's got great range. His range is a 5. He's got it. Out number 1. Hume already does have a base hit in the inning, though, but he misses one there. 1 down. Nice play by Tony Scott. Here's Griffey. Griffey is 1 for 4. Martinez will settle down and make the pitch. 1-2. Range play again. Griffey. 4-5 against a right-handed pitcher. Single past second, but it's a range play for Tyson. Tyson's range is a 3. He's got it. Nice play by Tyson. He'll throw to first for the out. 2 down. Griffey thought he was going to get another hit, but he just misses that one. A ground out to second. Nice play by Tyson. And now here comes Concepcion. Concepcion, 2 for 4, a single and a double. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 7-0 Reds. Martinez with the pitch. 3-1, strikeout, 5, got him. He got Concepcion. And a nice job by Martinez. 1-2-3, go the Reds. After 8, the Reds have a 7-0 lead. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Can the Cardinals do tonight what the Indians did last night? Reds lead 7-0, top of the 9th though. Hume is going to come out and pitch. Ted Simmons will bat. Simmons is 1 for 3. Hume going to try to go for the complete game. Hume is tired, so if a 6-2, a 6-2, a 2-4, or a 4-6 occurs, Hume will be exhausted and he will come out. Hume will make the pitch. And it's a 5-3. And that is a home run chance. Simmons a switch hitter from the left side. A 0. No home run there. Hume did not give up any homers to lefties. 1-3. And Simmons pops it up in the infield. Getting over there is Dreesen. He makes the catch. Out number 1. Pop out to first. Don't think my heart can take any more of your 9th inning magic. Here comes Hendrick. Hendrick will bat. He's 0 for 3. Fans here at Riverfront Stadium cheering on Boom Boom Hume. They want him to go the distance, get a complete game shutout. I remember the last time Hume pitched for the Reds, he gave up a home run in that series. In that series, I believe against the Dodgers, I believe it was. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-3 range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 6-5, and that is going to be a home run to the pull side. Now it's a range play at the park. First things first, against the righty, Hendrick needs a 12. That is a 6, and there's not going to be a range play. Kaboom! And that ball is high. That ball is hit deep to left field, and it is gone. George Hendrick spoils the shutout. A solo home run by George Hendrick. A home run to the pull side as he hits that to left, and Foster had no play. It is now 7-1, and the shutout is gone. Solo home run. Stadium groans. So Tom Hume does give up a homer there, now 7-1. The next batter is Tony Scott, still one out here on the top of the ninth. Is this the beginning of the rally? Remember, last night's game started with a home run. Scott is 1 for 3. They're going to continue to let Hume pitch. They'll now say, well, you didn't get the shutout. Let's see if you can go the distance. Hume with the pitch. 1-6, strikeout 18, that is high. Scott, 3-3, and Scott smacks one into left field. That's going to be a double. Scott goes ahead, it's a double to left, and the Cardinals have a man on second. A double for Scott, that's his second hit of the game, and now the Cardinals have a runner on base. So they get a home run and now a double. And the next batter is Reitz. Reitz is going to go ahead and swing. He's got a 268 average. Or do I want to let him bat? Let's see. What am I going to do here for the Cardinals? Reitz actually is a pretty decent hitter. I think you let him hit here and save for a pitcher spot. So here comes Reitz, runner on second. Now 7-1. And they're going to still let go of Hume. But I think if Hume gives up another run, he's going to have to come out. Hume will go ahead and make the pitch to Reitz. Strategy rolls are still off. Hume, 3-1. That's a walk. That 15 is high. Reitz, 6-1. Base hit left field. That's a single for Reitz. Single to left. Scott, base run rating of 4. Single to left. +1 is 5. Left fielder Foster, -1 is a 4. Oh, do I let Scott score? No, I'm going to hold Scott at third. I'm not going to send him home. It's a 6-run deficit. I do have that option on a 6-run deficit because if Scott gets thrown out, that hurts. I'll keep him at third base. Runners at the corners now. They will not send Scott, and I think that's the right thing to do here. And now the batter is Mike Tyson. Holy cow, now runners at first and third with 1 out, 7-1. Tyson 1 for 3. He has a 221 average. Let's see what I want to do here. And we are going to see a pinch hitter. Tyson's going to come out of the game. They're going to go ahead and pinch hit, and they're going to bring in Dane Orge, a 291 hitter. Orge is going to pinch hit against Hume. Taking over at second base will be Mike Phillips. If somehow this game reaches extras. So Mike Phillips will take over at second base. Runners at the corners now. They're still going to go with Hume, but now still 1 out, now 7-1. Scott on at third. Reitz on at first. Hume will pitch to Orge. Orge a good hitter. 291 average. Hume will pitch. 5-6. That's an error on a grounder. Orge, 4-4. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Getting over there will be Foster. He makes the catch, out number 2. Orge has a sacrifice fly rating of 1. And he will bring in Scott. Scott will come in on a sacrifice fly by Dane Orge. It is now 7-2. And I'm not going to pull Hume. That was a sacrifice fly, not a hit. So it's 7-2, and they're going to stick with Hume to see if he can get one more batter. That's a fly out the left. And, of course, Reed stays where he's at. Now we'll see a pinch hitter for Silvio Martinez, as the Cardinals will bring in a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Bernie Carbo. So pinch hitting now for the Cardinals will be Carbo, a 281 average, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. They go talk to Hume, see if he's got anything left, and Hume is going to go ahead and stay. I can do this. Let me just get this done. The Cardinals have 2 runs on 3 hits here in the top of the 9th. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL Network? I think not. Reed's on it first. Hume trying to go the distance. Now 7-2. 2 outs. Bernie Carbo at the plate. Strategy rolls are still off. Fans here at Riverfront hoping for a final out. Hume with the pitch. 6-5 against the lefty. That's a walk. And that 5 is going to walk Carbo. And the inning still continues. Carbo draws a walk. Runs runners there at first and second. And now the batter is Templeton. Templeton is 1 for 4. Templeton a good hitter here. And that was a walk/K. It was not one of these. Hume is not tired. Is tired but fatigued. And I'm really beginning to think I really should pull him. I really think I should pull him here, but he gave up another run, but it was a sacrifice fly, not a base hit. And BB says one more. Said, okay, I'll go with BB. It's his team. Runners at first and second. Hume will pitch to Templeton. Now 7-2. Riverfront Stadium on their feet, hoping Hume can get one more out. Templeton 1 for 4. No strategy roll still. Hume will make the pitch. It's a 6-5, and against a switch left, that's a walk, and that one is a walk, and the bases are loaded. Holy cow. Now I got no choice. He's got to come out. Tom Hume, a 6-5 against a switch left. That is a walk, and that is a 1. Templeton did not walk much, but he does here, and the bases are loaded for Lou Brock. And that's it for Hume. He's got to come out. You need one out. Hume just couldn't finish it. And that's it for Hume, and the Reds will go to the bullpen. Brock is a lefty, and the Reds are going to go. The Reds are going to go with. They're going to go with Tomlin. Yes, BB. I was already thinking about him. I don't think you bring in Bear here for this situation. Lefty on lefty. Coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Dave Tomlin. 2 wins, 2 losses save, a 2.62 ERA. One of the better players they had in the bullpen that year. Dave Tomlin will pitch to Lou Brock. Bases are loaded. The tying run is now on deck. Bases loaded. Fans here, Riverfront, hoping Tomlin can get the job done. 2 outs. Top of the 9th, 7-2. Did you expect anything else? Tomlin will get set and make the pitch. No strategy roll. Tomlin makes the pitch. 2-5. It's a blank. Brock will swing. 1-1, and against the lefty, that's going to be a ground ball right back to Tomlin. He's got it. Picks it up. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Reds made it. The Cardinals made it interesting, but the Reds hold on here and take a 7-2 win here at Riverfront Stadium. Stadium cheers. Yay! 2 runs on 3 hits, including a solo bomb by Hendrick. But it was the Reds persevering and getting the win today. They will beat the Cardinals 7-2. A nice win there for the Reds, as the Reds actually lost 2 games to the Cardinals in FastScore. But they will get a win here on the board, and that matters just about as much. Final line score coming up. And don't forget, we have an unboxing after 10-minute ticker. For the Reds, 7 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Cardinals, 2 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Tom Boom Boom Hume. He does get the win. He went 8 2/3. He just couldn't get that last out. Pete Vukovich does take the loss. And Dave Tomlin, because the tying run was on deck, Tomlin does get a save. So a nice win for the Reds, as of course a nice job there for them. They will be more than happy to get the win. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Do not move. Do not, instead of saying do not touch that dial, do not click that mouse. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker brought to you by FastScore Baseball. The Reds will go ahead and get that win on the Cardinals. Let's see how the end of April goes. April 28th, Boston and California. Let's see, Boston 12-25. That's 3. California 13-32. And that is 4. That'll be a win for the Angels. Red Sox having a tough start. Texas at the White Sox. Texas 12-14. And that's 2. White Sox 7-43. And that is 4. That'll be a win for the White Sox. Minnesota at Detroit. Minnesota 17-46 and 7. Detroit 11-64, and that's 8. That'll be a win for the Cats. Cleveland at Kansas City. Cleveland 10-23, and that's 3. Kansas City 14-52, and that's 6. That's a win for the Royals. Baltimore at Oakland. Baltimore 15-64, and that is 9. Oakland minus 163, and that's 5. Baltimore does get the win. Yankees and the Mariners. Yankees 16-33, and that is 5. Seattle 14-34, and that is also 5. So we have extras between the Yanks and the M's. Yankees roll a 1, plus 1 is 2. Mariners roll a 5, minus 1 is 4. The Mariners will win in extras. Milwaukee against Toronto. Milwaukee 12-13, and that's 1. Blue Jays 10-35, and that's 4. A win for the Jays. Cubs and the Braves. Cubs and the Braves. Cubs 12-12, and that's 1. Atlanta 6-13, and that's also 1. So those guys tie. Let's see here. Cubs roll a 4, minus 1 is 3. Atlanta rolls a 3, minus 1 is 2. That's going to be a win for the Cubs in extras. San Francisco and the Giants and the Expos. Giants roll a 465. That's 7. The Expos a 1451, and that's 6. That's a win for the Giants. Surprising, a 465 beats that. Yeah, it does, because the higher roll. So the Giants do win it. Dodgers and the Mets. My Mets are just, ugh. Dodgers 12-16, and that is going to be 2. The Mets a 241, and that's going to be 3. Look at that. My Mets have a happy recap. Padres and the Phils. Padres 543, and that is 4. Philadelphia 816, and that's 2. That'll be a win for the Padres. April 29th, Boston and California. Boston 1631, I think, right? Yeah, 1631, and that's 4. California 1462, and that's 8. A win for the Halos. Texas at the White Sox. Texas 1535, and we got 5. White Sox 1356, and that's 7. A win for the Pale Hose. Minnesota at Detroit. Minnesota 1144 and 5. The Tigers 814, and that's 1. A win for the Twins. They finally break out of that slump after that game last night. Cleveland at Kansas City. Cleveland 1452, and we've got 6. Kansas City 1224, and that's 3. A win for the Indians. Baltimore and Oakland. Let's see. Orioles 1351, and that's 6. Oakland minus 133, and that's 2. And another win for the O's as they're trying to climb back into this. Remember, they were supposed to be the best team in the American League that year. Yankees in Seattle. Yankees 1951. I guess that was a good year. That's 7. Mariners 541, and that's 3. It'll be a win for the Bombers. Milwaukee at Toronto, doubleheader. The Brewers right now have the best record in the American League. Milwaukee 1916, and that's 3. Toronto 161, that's 5. Toronto wins game 1. Game 2, Milwaukee 1063, that's 8. Blue Jays 514, and that's 1. And both teams will split a twin bill. Cubs at Atlanta. Cubs 1522, 3. The Braves 866, that's 10. And the Braves will get that win there. Cardinals and the Reds. Bob Sykes against Tom Terrific Seaver. Cardinals 732, and that's going to be 3. Reds 1843, and that will be 6. Another win for the Reds. Giants and the Expos. Let's see here. Giants 1121, and that is 2. Montreal 1316, and that's 3. Montreal will beat the Giants. Dodgers and the Mets in a doubleheader. Let's see. Game 1. Dodgers 1142, and that is 5. The Mets 656, and that is 6. My Mets will win game 1. Game 2, Dodgers 1666, and that's going to be 12. The Mets 821, and that is 2. And my Mets and the Dodgers will split a twin bill. Padres and the Phillies. Padres 724, and that's 2. Phillies 731, and that's 3, a win for the Fightin' Phils. Astros and the Pirates. Astros 4-24, and that's 2. Pirates 7-14, and that's 1. That'll be a win for the Astros. I don't think I saw a Steeler fan in the chat today, did I? I don't think he's in the chat tonight. Nope, he's not here, but I know he will be happy with that win. April 30th, final day of the month. Yankees at California. Yankees 10-22, and that is 3. California 13-16, and that's also 3, so we have extras there. Yankees roll a 3, plus 1 is 4. Angels roll a 6, minus 2 is 4. The Angels will win, they tie, and it goes to the home team. That's where that home field advantage comes in here in FastScore. Milwaukee at Cleveland. Milwaukee 13-53, and that is 6. Cleveland 9-21, and that's 2. That'll be a win for the Indians. Astros Reefer says he'll stake Steelers' place tonight. Not a problem, sir. Welcome, Astros Reefer. Rangers and Kansas City. Rangers 18-51, and that's 7. Kansas City 11-45, and that's 5. It'll be a win for the Rangers. Boston at Oakland. I was thinking of playing that game, but I scheduled it on the wrong date. So Boston at Oakland. Boston 15-52, and 7 runs. Oakland minus 254, and 3 runs. That'll be a win for the Red Sox, as now the Athletics are beginning to have some issues. Baltimore at Seattle. Orioles 11-56, and that's 7. Seattle 6-65, and that is 8. Wow, the Mariners will beat Baltimore just barely. Minnesota at Toronto. Paul Hartzell against BBB's favorite player, Mark Lemongello. Minnesota 21-31, and that is 5. Toronto 9-41, and that's 4. That'll be a win for the Twins. Dodgers and the Expos. Dodgers 6-62, 6 runs. Montreal 15-25, and 4 runs. A win for the Bums. Padres and the Mets. Padres 4-22, and that's 2. Mets 6-33, and that's 3. My Mets will have a happy recap. Not a bad night for my Mets. We actually went 3-1 tonight. San Francisco and Philadelphia. Giants 9-12, 1 run. Philadelphia 9-51, and 5 runs. Houston and the Cardinals. Vern Rule against Bob Forsch. Good pitching matchup. Houston 5-64, and it's 7. Cardinals 10-34, and that is 4. And that will be a win for the Astros. And that is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at Comiskey. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. There will be Thursday. No baseball tomorrow night. It is a month break, so I will take the day off. We will return Thursday with baseball. We will be at Comiskey Park as the Detroit Tigers will take on the Chicago White Sox. Steve Baker will pitch for the Tigers, and Ken Kravitz will pitch for the White Sox. Our first look at those teams on Thursday and for 1979. So hopefully you'll join me there. So remember, no inside pitch tomorrow night, but on Thursday we'll have Detroit and the White Sox. Be there or be square. It is now time for a special unboxing, and probably you guys already know what this is, but I thought I would do a special unboxing for you guys tonight. Let's see now. quite a long time ago, and not in a galaxy far, far away, though, but a long time ago, okay, I purchased my first ever baseball cards and dice game. Now, I had purchased a football game before that, but it was my first ever. It was my first ever cards and dice baseball game I ever purchased. And I purchased it because I wanted to see what cards and dice baseball was like. It was in the 80s. It was in the 80s, and my team had just won the World Series. Baseball, what do you call it? Video games were still pretty much in the infantile stage back in the 80s. I mean, you still had games like the Commodore 64 or for the Atari 5200 was out at that time, but they really didn't have all the player names and all that stuff. So I went to my local comic book store and I happened to find a certain game that I saw. So I saw it, and it said it had all the players. It was the first time I ever purchased a baseball one, and it was a baseball one. Yep, home run on the Intellivision, yep, that kind of thing. There was a game called Baseball Stars for the Commodore 64, but it didn't actually have all the players and such. They didn't have MLPA. It didn't have MLB licensing or MLBPA licensing. The Nintendo 64 had a Major League Baseball game, though, video game, but it was so poorly done, it was unplayable. But my local comic book store, I saw, and they had some games, and I saw this. So I said to myself, and at that time it wasn't that expensive, I said, you know what, let me buy it and play it and see if I can play the game. That was in the year 1987. Now, of course, in 1987, of course, the year before, my Mets won the 1986 World Series. So, of course, baseball card games that were released in 1987 were using 1986 teams. So, I always said that if this game was to ever redo the 1986 season, because I didn't want to purchase the old cards. I wanted to purchase the new cards and a new set. I always said I would always purchase a copy of the game. I feel like I've gone over to the dark side because, well, there is a dark side to this league. Inside pitch is my favorite. That's not going to change. But I went ahead and bought a copy. So, joining me on this channel, and I will go ahead and probably will do a season replay, will be, yep, you got it, Stratomatic Baseball. I had no choice. I always said if Stratomatic does make the 1986 season available as a remaster, I always said I would purchase the cards and dice copy. We received it today. So let's open it up and let's have a look. And there you have it. The 1986 baseball season. I don't know if they have all the players. I don't know if they do. It will be disappointing if they don't. I know I can use that card viewer, which I think is ridiculous, but I know I could probably use the card viewer, make a screenshot on my phone, send it to the computer and print it out. But here is the 1986 baseball season. This was a season I said I always wanted to get as a remaster. So here you go, 1986. And here are the cards that they have here. 1986 baseball teams. I was actually almost thinking of picking up the Diamond Gems for Stratomatic. The Diamond Gems, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s Diamond Gems, and maybe do some sort of tournament or something. But here are your players. And let's see who they got here. Smurfs on ColecoVision. Yep, Smurfs. Absolutely. So whether they have all the players or the pitchers, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I already don't see for the Mets. I already don't see John Mitchell, who was on the team as well. And now Ed Lynch is probably on the Cubs, which he would be. So yeah, Ed Lynch would be on the Cubs. He started with the Mets early. I don't know if John Mitchell actually was on any other team after the Mets didn't take him or something. Alex Trevino was on the Mets too for a short period of time that year. But yep. Yeah, you're gonna have to have every player. That's what I figured. They don't have, and the thing was, they didn't have any order for extra players for 1986. I mean, I could get them probably because in 1986 they did have extra players when I first got the set, and I had to order the extra players, which I did. But yeah, not all the players are there, and that's the one thing about Stratomatic that really disappoints me. If you're wondering what version I would play of Stratomatic, it will be super advanced. I don't play that basic crap. We play super advanced Stratomatic. And no, we're not going to use this. We're going to use my own board, of course, and everything. But here's the players and such. 1986, season ballpark effects and all that. All these pawns and the dice, which no, we're going to use my own. And there's the that silly field. You know, I know they like to use the Cubs field. I don't know why. It's too bad they wouldn't. They use. I thought at one point you can ask for a certain field, like maybe Shea Stadium or something like that. There's the super advanced charts and all that, and advanced fielding charts, advanced strategy chart. They made it. This has been changed a little bit. Yep, I can't imagine someone loving inside pitch playing other but super advanced Stratomatic. That is correct. There's your basic fielding chart. And I have to refresh myself on the rules. I do not know my rules very well. I got to refresh myself on the rules. Boy, these cards are thin. You know, the thing about it is here is a inside pitch card. Here is a Stratomatic card. Big difference in thickness. The Stratomatic card is like half the thickness of the inside pitch card. Stratomatic. I only purchased this because I said I would. Here's the rule book. Rule book's gotten a little thicker, I see, but that's okay. But yes, I will do only super advanced. And here are the score sheets, but of course you guys know I do my own. So we have the 1986 Stratomatic. If I want to go ahead and do a full season replay, I'm going to have to print extra cards for the National League, which is ridiculous, but oh well. And Stratomatic wonders why they are losing customers to other gamers. Stratomatic wonders why their sales decrease. Get all the players. They want to do season replays, or if anything, make them available for free or something like that. Stratomatic, I know, has been there all the time. I know APA, the problem I have with APA abstracts pitching. I just can't play a baseball game where pitching is abstracted. I just can't. Grade A, grade B, grade C, and grade D. So you're telling me a grade A Noah Syndergaard is as good as a grade A Sandy Koufax? No. And by the way, the answer is no. And yes, BBBB, I would do a full Mets season Stratomatic-wise. Not because I don't want to do an inside pitch. I like inside pitch for the full-time season replays. But Stratomatic Mets replay, I would use Stratomatic. And yeah, we'll also use inside pitch too. But yeah, but for Stratomatic, we will do a full season Mets replay with Strat. But I got to find out what players I'm missing here. I already know I'm missing a few because they didn't release all the players, which is ridiculous. Come on, Strat. Yeah, I know Super Advanced is as hard as it was. I used to play that back in the day. I just know they've changed a few rules. I just got to refresh myself on the rules for Strat. So that's our unboxing, Stratomatic Baseball 1986. And if I can go ahead and get the extra players, which I'm going to have to download somewhere or use that silly card viewer they have, or another way I can do it is to buy the 1986 season for a Stratomatic PC and then use those cards. But that looks tacky. That looks tacky. Those cards, the Stratomatic PC game, I would get that if they would get it out of the DOS ages. When you look at Action PC Baseball or Out of the Park or even Diamond Mind or any other baseball game, Stratomatic still looks like it uses floppy disks to load the game up. If they would make the graphics a lot more up to date and the card view and the cards wouldn't look like silly little number cards, but the card view, the card image actually look like the Stratomatic card that they use in Cards and Dice, then the game would be playable. But until Stratomatic PC gets out of the DOS ages, I'll never buy a copy of the PC game again. I have the 2017 version. Believe it or not, I've not re-downloaded it, and I'm not interested in it. I use Action PC Baseball for my rosters for Inside Pitch. Yeah, some more reds on the screen. Yep, that's true. So Stratomatic is now on the board, and I'll see if we can get some games in it. I just got to refresh my rules. Yeah, exactly. If Stratomatic's game presentation looked like Out of the Parks, it would be almost the perfect game. Pretty much they're right, JT Dutch. You are correct. JT Dutch, Brandon Baker, BB, Clarkerotts, Astros Reefer, My Basement Media Productions, Frank Wainscott, Jim Connell, let's see here, Kevin Hayes, Zalapsky Smurf, Cards and Dice TV with Tony Porter. Let's see here, G Puck, Woodman 564, and Brandon Baker. Thank you all for joining, and Jack Dawson. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys Thursday night for more baseball as I'm taking a month-day break off. It is the Reds winning the game over the Cardinals. Cardinals made it a little interesting, but the Reds did the job. 7-2. We'll see you guys on Thursday night. Take care.